Hi everyone, how are you all? Hope you are keeping as well as can be and that you're getting on okay with your homeschooling and you're working from home or whatever it is that you're doing at the moment. So I'm just going to pop on and do a nice flow for everyone. So you can do this at your own time, at your own speed. You won't need any props. All you need is your mat, your body, your mind and your breath. We're going to just slow down and we're going to maybe do some like a hatta class, holding postures for a bit longer. And I'm just going to really encourage you to connect with your breath. Really connect with your breath. Breathing slow, full, deep breath. So breathing in, fully filling your body and creating space in your body. And we take the inhales usually when we're preparing to move into a posture, when we're trying to open up, when we're reaching up from the floor. So when we're coming up from the lower postures, we breathe in. When we exhale, it's about releasing, letting go, extending. So trying to bring that into your practice a little bit more. And if you're new to yoga, try not to get too caught up in the ins and outs of the breath. Never mind the pun there, because it can take away then from the actual enjoyment of the postures. It's when you're beginning, your body gets comfortable with the postures, that your breath will just naturally flow with your body. So your breath actually leads the movement. So just kind of try and keep that focus in mind today, if you can, to connect with the breath and flow with your breath, okay? So come join me for my yoga flow, and I hope you enjoy. Namaste. So come to the front of your mat, and we're just going to actually take a seated position first to start. I'll face you guys. So we're going to sit in easy cross legs. So take one foot and then the other, cross them over, and just finding what we're going to learn about today is really making sure that we are rooted, we are connected, stable in the earth. So we need to be rooted to rise like a tree. You need to put strong roots to be able to grow up out of the earth. So try and keep that in mind as well today. Root whichever part of the body is into the earth, find your grounding, and then rise up through the body, through the trunk of the body, through the legs, and then out through the extremities, which is the hands. So before we start, let's just slow everything down. We're going to just bring our thumb and first finger together into a nice easy mudra. We'll point the 3 fingers down towards the earth. We're going to roll the shoulders down and back. And I'm going to invite you all just to shut down your eyes. I tuck the chin slightly, lift the shoulders up, and then roll them gently down and back. So you're opening up your chest, you're relaxing, the elbows are slightly bent here. And I'm going to invite you to take 3 long, deep, diaphragmatic breaths into the body. So when you're breathing, you're going to really fill the belly, rib cage, chest and shoulders, and hold here as you fill up that whole area so that your diaphragm has dropped here. Diaphragm is expanded down and the belly pops out because you've pushed down, the lungs have pushed down into the belly. And when you're ready, then you're going to slowly exhale slowly from your chest, rib cage, and then from the belly. So when you breathe out, the rib cage then actually domes and the belly finds space to go back in again. So we're going to try and do that 3 more times. Nice rhythm breath. Maybe inhale for 4, pause for 1, exhale for 4, pause for 1. So when you're ready, close down the eyes and breathe in. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pausing before we exhale. Nice, slow, long exhale, releasing and dropping away all that doesn't serve you. Pause. Inhaling one more time. And just, you might need to hold your heart and your belly when you're breathing. Just feel the breath filling the body. So bring it down into the belly. Holding, feeling everything expand. And then slowly exhale. And as you're exhaling, just feeling rooted, but feeling that energy coming out, and any negative energy, any excess energy coming out through the nose. And releasing it to Mother Earth, releasing it to the universe. Then when you're ready, let's bring your hands into prayer here. Continue with your breath and inhale, bring your hands all the way up into the center, palms together. And as you exhale, let's bring your left hand to the mat. Right hand pops over towards it. So we're not facing forward here, we're rolling the shoulder back. Eye gaze goes up, and we're just going to just move here with the breath. 3 times. Good. Reach up then with your inhale, letting up through the body, and as you exhale, the right hand comes down. Left hand is just going to go towards the right. Feeling that stretch from your sit bones, so feeling ground on both sit bones. We don't want to bring the sit bones up. We want to keep rooting, lifting up out of the body. So we're not collapsed, we're uplifted, and then we extend. Feel that lovely breath filling that left side of your body. Good. Inhale, come all the way up again. And as you exhale, let's twist from the belly button, reach over towards your left knee. So it's 2 hands are framing above the left knee or away from the left knee. And you're trying to bring your head down towards your left knee. Kind of twisting the body slightly so that your left side body is leaning over your left thigh. And hold here for 3 breaths. And I want you to feel that you're pressing back with that right sit bone. So you're really keeping that sit bone on the mat. It's not lifting up or not lifting into the posture. And hold and breathe. Connect to that breath. Use your diaphragmatic breath. Use your big full yogic breath. Belly, rib cage, chest, shoulders, and pause. Extend or exhale. Belly, chest, shoulders, rib cage, belly. One more inhale. Pausing and then slowly exhale. And when you're ready, you're just going to spin that right hand back over towards your head and just do a little kind of flowing sequence over to bring your right hand down and then your left hand. So you're giving yourself a little side twist here, letting the 2 hands come to the right side, and you're going to move your right side body over your right thigh, head towards the knees if available. I don't want you to scrunch yourself up. I want you to keep those shoulder blades rocked back. And you're moving the shoulders away from the ears, but using the breath to create some space, and then with that space inching forward ever so slightly, increment by increment. Filling up as you inhale, or releasing as you exhale. Inhaling, really feeling a beautiful stretch across the hips, across the lower back. Good, and then we're ready, you're going to bring that left hand back and sweep it up with a nice movement here. Reach up, lengthen up through your body, and as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind your back, interlace the hands, roll the shoulders back, dropping your knuckles to the floor. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let's reach with our chest and our chin, coming forward. Coming forward, we extend those hands behind, looking down towards the floor. Keep breathing here, inching yourself forward. Exhale. Keep reaching, inhale. Exhale, maybe bringing your forehead to the floor, maybe not. Keep those sit bones grounded as much as you can. Keep breathing. Keep bringing those hands over towards the floor, over your head, over towards the floor. And when you're ready, inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Really slowly inhaling here. Good. And as you exhale, release those hands. Place your palms on the floor, fingertips towards your bum. Inhale, and as you exhale, reach up with the hip bones. Bring your chin to the ceiling and re-roll those shoulders back here. And hold this one for 3 breaths. Really pressing the knees into the floor, lifting, squeezing the glutes, lifting up towards the sky. Really, really stretching back. One more exhale. And when you're ready, lower yourself back down onto the floor. Reach up with a nice big inhale. As you exhale, right hand to left knee. left hand behind your left hip. Root down, inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist over, looking over your left shoulder. Little spinal twist to warm up the spine before we move. And again, inhale, lifting up. So rooting down, rising up, twisting from the belly button. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind your hip. Press that palm into the floor, lifting yourself up slightly and twisting over your right shoulder. Good, and then when you're ready, slowly take an inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, let's cartwheel ourselves over onto our hands and knees. And just some little cats and cows, so let's move into, we all know this one at this stage. Let's go with the breath. Make it mindful, inhale up. Exhale. Do what feels good for you. Couple of rounds here. Dropping that belly, raising the head forward, shoulders are back, tailbone is high. Exhale, draw the belly button in, tailbone down, chin to chest, crown of the head towards the floor. Keep those feet pressed into the mat, hugging everything to the midline. 2 more rounds, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You'll roll those shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Inhale to center with exhale. Let's just move around. Do what feels good. You might want to do a little bit of cat and cow in the middle of it. You might just want to go from side to side. We're just moving around the space of the mat, moving the hips, the knees, the wrists here. Do what feels good. There's no right and wrong here. It's just about enjoying it and playing with it. That's it. Good. Really stretching through. Good job. And then we're just going to take a wee moment. And what we're going to do is take your right leg up. Kick it out, right back. And then we're going to bring it over to the right leg over towards the right. So you have your foot in line with your opposite knee, okay? And we're going to bring our right hand up. And we're going to track it underneath the left. And we're going to drop down, drop down, drop down. Forehead to the floor. Stack your hands here. If you want to go forward, bring your left hand up over to your right hip. Good, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand down. Slowly. Now, if that was a little bit too difficult for you, you can always just keep your knees open or keep your knees on the floor and then just go back into it like this. So you're bringing your right shoulder to the mat. Bring in your left hand on top of your right hand. And you can straighten out your left leg. And you can bring your channels your left hand up and your left hand over. So you can do 2 variations there. And just try and see which works for you. Good. Come back to center. Take an inhale. Good. Let exhale. Knees apart, toes together into your extended hare posture or child's pose. Good. Inhale, come back into table. Exhale, extend your left leg this time. Bend your knee. Bring your left foot to the floor. So you're kind of up on the side of your foot, your really foot side of your foot. We're going to bring your left hand up, and we're going to track it underneath your right side. Drop your shoulder to the floor. Stack your hands on top of each other. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left hip. Good. Keeping those hips square. Eye gaze goes up towards the ceiling. And hold. Deep breaths. Do your next inhale, reach up. Bring your hand down. Push yourself back up. Come into your hands and knees. Whoops, excuse me. Stacking your hips and your hands and your knees. Push back into extended child's pose. Take a breath here. Good. Inhale, come up into your table. Exhale, tuck your toes. Push yourself back up into your downward facing dog here. Pressing back. Stretching out the legs. Maybe moving your hands a little bit forward, whatever feels good for you. And I really want you to either keep the knees bent if you're feeling very tight in your legs, tight in your hamstrings. Bend those knees. And then when you're ready, inch by inch, lengthen through the legs, extend through the knees. Bend the knees again if you need to with your inhale. And as you exhale, pushing away from the wrists, bring the heels to the floor. Maybe do that one more time. Inhale, bend the knees. Slowly, kind of like coming into a half dog. And exhale. Push yourself all the way back up again. That's it. Hold for breath. Nice, juicy breathing here. And when you're ready, we're just going to go really slowly. Take one foot up, walking ever so slowly. Bring your hands towards your feet. And we're going to drop into a forward fold here. So let's come into our half forward fold first. So we're really lengthening through that back space now, okay? Drawing that belly button in, sit bones pressing back, crown of the head forward, shoulders are looped back. Let's just hold here for a moment. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Let's fold our body over. So we're not using the back here. We're folding from the hip creases. And we're going to come into a gentle full forward fold, knees bent. And just release here. Dropping everything towards the earth. Feeling rooted in those feet. Letting the head have hanging. Maybe bend to a yes motion with your head. Then a no motion with your head. Just releasing any tension from the neck. Good. Now let's just move from side to side. So you're kind of hanging out of the elbows here. That's it. Really stretching out any of those little tensions that may be in the body. I know mine is tight. I was painting the weekend, so I'm feeling a bit achy. So hence there's been a little bit later this video than normal. Easy painting, slowly inhale, come all the way up. Reaching all the way up. Lengthening up through those side bodies. Reaching up. Exhale, hands into prayer. We're just going to stand here in prayer for a moment. We're going to get ready and we're going to do some sun salutations. So we're going to do some nice flows and then go into standing postures. So take a couple of moments, getting yourself connected again. Connect back into your breath. Breathe full, long, deep breaths. Full length of your body. So it's like breathing in, coming up, breathing out, releasing. Let's find our stance. Feet are slightly apart or together. Whichever feels good for you. Wrapping. So you're wrapping your inner thighs forward. So back. Roll the shoulders back. Tucking the chin slightly. When you're ready, floating the hands up. So nice and slow. Inhale. Reach up. And as you exhale, swan dive forward. Bringing those hands, palms up. Line the hips here. Inhale here, bend the knees as you exhale, come into a full forward fold. Head to knees, keep the shoulders rolled back. Inhale, half forward fold. As you exhale, we're going to plant our hands and we're just going to take our right leg back. Bring your right knee down. So we're going to take a moment, we're going to find what feels comfortable here. So our two hands are framing the foot. We're going to drop into it, okay? I'm going to keep this knee in line with the ankle. Inhale, reach up. Really find a nice low lunge here, okay? Reach up. As you exhale, back bend. Good, hold here. Really feeling a psoas muscle release. And you're going to feel a stretch around the psoas, the hip, the glute, and the hamstring. They're all connected. So when one's working, the other's working. We're all working in unity with the body and the breath. Reach up with your inhale. As you exhale, we're going to just slowly bring our hands down to frame the foot. Bring your eye gaze down. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kneel back or lean back into our right hip. And we're going to turn the left toes towards. So it's a slight modified sun salutation we're doing here. So you might find that you're up high. And that's okay. You might find it really tight back of your leg, your hamstring and your calf muscle, your gastrocnemius muscle can be quite tight. So you can place your hands on your tippy fingers if you feel that's where you need to be. You might want to move back a little bit deeper And that might help you as well. So just hold here, kind of bring your eye gaze towards your left leg. Hold for breath. When you're ready, you're going to slowly inhale, moving back up towards the front. So you're framing your foot, and let's bring your right hand down to the floor. Left hand spins up, so we're doing a little spinal twist here. Okay, so you're going to really feel it twisting through the ribs. Good. And if it's comfortable, so you can bring your left hand behind your right hip. Breathe here. Hugging everything, so you're hugging both legs towards each other, engaging through the thighs. Inhale, reaching up, and as you exhale, plant the hands, straighten that back leg and come into your plank. Let's hold our plank here. Really turn on the body here, so rolling the tailbone down, drawing that belly button in. Shoulders are in line with the hips. Roll those shoulders back, chin facing the floor, crown of your head forward. Take a wee inhale here, as you exhale, go slowly down the knees. Hug the elbows in, roll your chest and chin towards the floor. Take a moment here, roll the shoulders back, take a wee inhale, roll up into your cobra, so knees are off the floor, toes are flat to the mat. Exhale, down, tuck your toes, roll yourself up into your downward facing dog, push back, breathe here. You maybe want to walk your dog out a little bit, that's okay, bending one knee and then the other. Do it for maybe 2 or 3 breaths here. Enjoy it. Love it. Smile. It's yoga time. Good. Now we're going to take the right leg up. We're going to really stretch it up. So it's like a 3-legged dog. And then we're going to bend the knee, bring that right foot back in between the left. Or both hands, should I say. Good. Inhale, slowly come up again. Exhale, back bend. Okay, so we're going to do a low lunge onto the other side. Good. 3. Connected breath. 2. 1. Inhale slowly. Come down with the hands, frame foot. And we're going to just come up into our pyramid. So straighten both legs. Turning the body over the right side as you exhale. Bring the head towards the knee. Okay, so shoulders don't come back forward. Shoulders are rolled back. Good, and slowly inhale, eye gaze goes forward. We're going to bring our hands slightly forward. Hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, raise your heart. Exhale, fold forward, fold. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Exhale, hands into prayer. And hold. Reconnect to your breathing. If that's one away from you, just take a moment in stillness. Rooting and rising. Reconnecting with your intention for your practice. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale all the way up in. So we're going to basically do the same thing again, but on the other side. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. And the knees are keeping straight, whichever suits you. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, plant the hands. This time, left leg goes back, left knee goes down. So we're starting on the other side this time. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. And really feel that stretch here into the psoas muscle, the hip. So bringing your right hip crease back, left hip crease forward. Hugging everything to the midline. Enjoying that sensation here. Stretch and release. Inhale, slowly coming up. And as you exhale, sitting back towards your left hip. And you're turning your right toes towards you. I'll just come in for a little bit of a better line. That's it. So you can stay up really high, or you can come back low. It depends on where you're at with the stretch. For me, you really want to feel a stretch into the back leg. The back of your right leg. Good. Breathing. Good. One more. When you're ready, inhale, come up onto your tippy fingers. Move in towards that right foot again. Good, place your left hand on the floor, and this time spin the ribs and bring the right hand up towards. So you're keeping the two hands in line, two arms in line here. You can track that arm behind and to wrap it towards the front of the opposite leg. And hold. Eye gaze towards the ceiling. When you're ready, frame the foot again. This time we're going to hop into our plank again. Take a moment here. Again, hold. Find your alignment. And this time we're going to come down knees. And we're just going to roll all the way up into our up dog with our inhale. And as we exhale, roll over those toes. With an exhale into your downward facing dog. Maybe holding for 3 breaths here if you need to. Slipping hands. If you need to. Really trying to release into this posture. Dropping the sternum towards the floor. Wrapping those elbows towards the earth. Don't forget to release. Don't forget to drop away all that doesn't serve you. Feel that kind of connection and circle of breath as you inhale, creating newness and energy in the body. As you exhale, releasing and letting go. When you're ready, let's bring your left knee forward. Left foot comes up into your your left foot comes up, your left leg comes up into your 3-legged dog. Press that right heel into the floor. Press the left toes up towards the sky. And then when you're ready, inhale, we're going to bring that knee forward. And as you exhale, drop your left foot to the floor. Good. Inhale, slowly reach all the way up. So you're lifting up out of the body, and as you exhale, come into your backward bend here. So really drawing the left hip crease back and the right hip crease drops forward. Lovely. If you want, you can open up here. Big circles with the hands. Play around with your practice. Reaching up. Exhaling back. Always be the master of your own class. Inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, folding over your left knee. We're going to straighten both legs, and we're going to take a gentle twist towards the left knee, the left side. We're coming into a pyramid posture. If this feels good enough for you, stay where you are. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, spin those fingertips towards the back of your body. So your fingertips are pointing towards your back toes, and you're going to fold that a little bit more over to the left knee, head to knee here. Breathing here for 3. If you're ready, take an inhale, spin the hands, frame your foot, take an eye gaze goes forward, and then hop your right foot towards your left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Bring your hands behind if you need to. Hold the ankles. Good, and then slowly inhale. All the way up, reaching up. As you exhale, hands into prayer. And breathe. And hold. Reconnect to your breath. Feel that lovely energy, the heat in your body. That's what you're after creating through your breath, through the movement. When you're ready, we're just going to stand in mountain posture Tadasana. Feel the strength of that posture, grounding. Feeling yourself rooting, rising. As you inhale, bring your hands up, reach up. As you exhale, let's come into our squat posture. So tailbone goes back, bend the knees. We're going to lift up, so draw the belly button in here. Drawing up to your pelvic floor. Hug everything to the midline. We're going to hold here for 3 big breaths. You might need, if you want to, if you don't feel too steady in it, you can bring your feet slightly forward or apart, okay? The wider your stance, the more balance you're going to feel. And if you're a beginner, the wider the stance is better for you. Just to feel comfortable in your stances. 2, 1, exhale, full forward fold. Hold this full forward fold for 3 full breaths. You can do different variations here. You can just hold on to the ankle at the front. You can bring your hands behind or onto your calf muscles, or indeed you can stand on your hands, okay? So you can bring your feet right onto your hands, toes against the wrists. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, full forward fold. So whatever stage you are at. Now if you're a beginner, you may just even be here. You can have the knees bent, and that's perfect for you. What I want to see is that the shoulders and the hips are all in one line. So stay like this. And then eventually what's going to happen is we're going to straighten out the back legs, the back of the leg, so the sit bones go high. I'm not compromising the shoulders. Shoulders haven't come forward. They're staying in line with the hips. And eventually, the body will be folded over the knees, the head will be below the knees, and we'll be in our full forward fold. But that takes time, practice, patience. Inhale slowly, come all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take a wee balance posture now. So we're going to go straight into our balance. I'll come to face you. So we're after doing our stand. So we can go into our tree. We can do our baby tree. Or we can do our normal tree. And how we get into it is we ground through that left leg. Find the roots. So think of roots coming out of the foot. It's drawing this down, and then you feel your trunk for the tree. The trunk of your body is strong. Okay, and we're going to bring the opposite heel and foot to the inside of the thigh. So we're going to press the foot and the thigh against each other. Find a drishti or a pint, a non-moving object, please, so you can bring your focus. Pressing down the outwards, and then maybe extending the arms up. Lifting up out of the body. When you're ready, if you want to try a little variation, or you can stay in your tree, you can bring the sole of your foot to face up. So the heel is kind of in at the groin area, and the inside of the foot, the outside of the foot is along the groin area. And we're going to come in to like a prayer. It's like going into a squat, so we're going to squat back. Keeping the shoulders and hips in line. Good. Find your focus, find your balance. Good. Then maybe extending. So deep stretch into the hips here. Keep pressing that the bent knee down and away. Oh, ooh. Excuse me. Slowly take an inhale and come up. Draw your right knee in towards you. And as you exhale, we're going to do standing. We're going to do a warrior pose, warrior tree pose. So we've had the knee bent. And then we're going to kick that foot back. Kick the right heel back. And just take your time lengthening through the left leg. Good. Kick, kick, kick back. And extend. Whoa. Okay, that leg's not holding me still for some reason. So what you're trying to do is have the two hips very much level. Point your right toes back. Come into your prayer. Ooh. Okay. Come into your prayer. Keep one arm out and then the other. If not, you can hold on to a wall, or you can use the floor as balance. Just to get strength into the standing leg. Take a wee inhale. Drop the right leg, and as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we're going to just come into a plank as you exhale. Do a little vinyasa down into your chaturanga tadasana. Inhale up, so you come down to the floor. You can go up into your cobra or your up dog. So the up dogs and your knees are right off the floor. Turn your toes. Come into your downward facing dog. Hold. Take an inhale, eye gaze goes forward. We're going to hop to the front of our mat. Slowly come all the way up again with our inhale. And we're going to do the balance on the other side. So root down, through the right leg this time. So find your roots, ground down, grow up. I don't mean grow up, but grow up through your body. Feel the balance that you have. You may be very balanced today. You might not feel a little bit off balance. That's okay. Every day is a different day in balanced postures. So just take your time coming up. Root down. Bring your foot up. Make the connection. You can stay at your shin if you're a beginner, or come up into the higher tree posture. Keep focused. Breathing. Keep flowing with your breath here. Really feeling that you're reaching up, opening up to the universe. Woo. Sorry. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. If you want to come a little bit more challenging for this one, bring your sole of your foot up towards you. Now we're going to go into our, I was going to hop there, guys, so I thought it wouldn't have worked. So we're going to do it from the side angle. Find your balance. Oh! And then squat. Okay. It's a bit challenging. Slowly inhale, come up. And maybe shake the leg out, because sometimes this is what happens when you go into another posture. We're going to straighten out that leg. Bend this knee up, the left knee up, kick back. Oh, okay, I'm dead. Okay, so we'll stay on the floor for this one maybe. If you're, don't know what's going on, but I do know what's going on with my balance today, but we won't talk about that. Press your left toes back as much as you can. So you're finding strength in the right leg, balance with the two hips. And then come into your tree posture. Not your tree, your warrior tree. And then slowly inhale. Come all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Let's do a flow. Exhale. All the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hop back into your plank. Let chaturanga down. So slowly bend the elbows. Hug everything to the midline. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the knee or elbows. Inhale, press up. Let's try for another one. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more. Exhale down. All the way down. Inhale up into your up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes. Push back into your downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Reach your right leg up. And then kick your right leg forward. Turn the left foot. Slowly come up into your warrior one. Reaching up by your warrior one. Good. Hips and shoulders square to the front of your mat. Keep breathing. Inhaling. As you exhale, let's just move the feet slightly. Come into a warrior two. So it's a wider stance. Good. Standing postures here today. Good. Let's do it with the flow. Extending the right hand up, left hand down the back of the legs. Inhale. Exhale, extreme sideways stretch. So right hand is the outside of the right foot. Left hand is reaching towards the front of the mat. Eye gaze over or up towards the ceiling. Left shoulder is back, left hip is back. Inhale slowly into your warrior two. Exhale, extend a right leg. Reach over it. Exhale into your Trikonasana or triangle posture. Good. Eye gaze up towards the ceiling. So we're rolling the right, left hip and the left shoulder back. Two arms are in line. Inhale slowly. Come on. Okay. We're going to do a reversed triangle. So we're going to shorten the stance. We're going to spin ourselves forward, so the hips are forward. We're going to reach up a bow hand. Now we're going to take the left hand, the right hand to the hip, taking the left hand forward. We're going to reach forward, reach, reach, reach. Excuse me. So we're going to reach, really work into your feet here. Matt is slippy today. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring your left hand either to the inside of